Hello, everyone. My name is Drew, and this is No Debt But Love, where we live out Romans 13:8. And today I'm going to talk about the college admission scandal involving William Rick Singer. You guys may have heard about this through the news media. I find it shocking being someone who works in the field of education. It turns out, as I did my research and I read up for this video, is that this admission scandal involves parents. They're accused of paying more than $25 million between 2011 and 2018 to Mr. William Rick Singer. This gentleman, he's a college admissions counselor, and he runs a nonprofit and has a foundation. The foundation is called Worldwide Foundation. He runs the Edge College and Career Network, where he helps students get into their desired colleges. And it turns out that he orchestrated fraudulent college admissions for over 750 families. And this hits home for me, being a native Texan. The city of Houston has been involved with this, with the SAT and ACT test proctors, where Mr. Singer literally got some bogus medical waivers for students to have more time to take the SAT and the ACT, these college prep exams. He literally told students to be stupid for the exam. Lori Loughlin, the actress from Full House and Fuller House, she's entangled in this college admission scheme, along with her husband. He's a fashion designer. They, as a couple, have a net worth of well over $100 million. So Mr. Singer called his operations a side door into college. He stated that there's a front door of getting in where a student just does it on their own. And while in court, he said, then there's a back door where people go to the institutional advancement and make large donations, but they're not guaranteed in. He later states that then he created a side door that guaranteed families to get in. So that was what made it very attractive to so many of the families. He guaranteed admissions. And it gets deeper than that. He also paid professionals to Photoshop the college applicants' faces to student athletes engaged in sports that the college applicants were attempting to get scholarships. And there's a story about a young lady. She was accepted into Yale on a soccer scholarship, but she did not play soccer. She was not a soccer athlete, and the parents paid $1.2 million for their daughter to get accepted. I just want to say that doing wrong that can happen across all socioeconomic statuses and backgrounds. It has nothing to do with color, okay? There was recently an article of Dr. Dre bragging about his daughter getting into USC. But however, years prior, he also donated $70 million to USC. Just thinking about it, if I received a large donation from the parent of a prospective student and I'm a college president, I think that they will place pressure on me to admit that student, because this celebrity or this person of high earnings, we want to make sure to attract more people like that. Dr. Dre even got one of the buildings named after him, which is fine. I would think that he needs to sit back and evaluate and consider the influence that he had in his daughter being admitted into USC. There's also a story about a black prep school in Louisiana where the students were able to get into elite colleges. And the big premise was that these kids are underprivileged, and on the surface, this seems like a really great thing, that these students that may come from disadvantaged backgrounds were able to pull themselves by their bootstraps and get into Ivy League schools. But it all turns out that T.M. Landry, also accused of doctoring up transcripts, making lies about academic achievements and community service so their students can get into Ivy League schools. So we must be careful. Which one is it? Is it okay if the poor and disadvantaged cut corners, and wrong for the privileged to do so? We must have the same standards for both. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Hold everyone accountable. We cannot continue to concern ourselves and live in the past for wrongs that were committed. to our ancestors and great great grandparents. Atrocities did occur. People were mistreated. Bad things did happen. But what gives me hope is that the Lord tells us that He has plans for us to give us a hope in a future. This may be controversial, but that keeps my anxiety down, my anger, my angst down as I see injustice happen in the world. That I know that my Lord, He doesn't need the tagline of social injustice. The Lord calls for justice. He calls for being holy. I want to know what you all think. I think that my parents did the best that they could with the knowledge and education and the resources that they had. And for that, I am truly thankful. I think a lot of times while going through college, I coveted what other people had. And at times, I find myself coveting now. I think, what could I have done if I'd not had student loans? But it has been a blessing. It has helped me be more driven, more focused, and determined. And in life, you can't worry about what the next person is doing. We see people get into Harvard, Yale, and Stanford, but now things are coming to light that how they were able to gain admissions or acceptance into these schools was all a lie. And sometimes struggling through life and having a good name is better than building your house, as Christ said, called it sand. I want to build my life and my family on the truth of Jesus Christ. So thank you for stopping by and listening. I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section below on your family's financial situation and the impact it has had on your educational attainment. So I would like to know that in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Like this video, please share it across your social media platforms. Until next time, everyone, stay strong, fight on, and have no debt but love. Peace and blessings.